Hello and welcome back to the Glorious Gnomes. So, I have a plan. I think I've figured out how I want to be continuing on from where we are. So, right now, we have 740 troops. So we cannot beat Baragost, we cannot beat Candlekeep, and we cannot beat the Shadow Druids, right? However, if we were to gain enough in terms of our, not retinue, although we can get a very small retinue if we had anything, but if we were to gain enough in terms of money, we could hire 1,000 troops. That allows us to get some land. I was considering, instead of doing a war for land on Baragost or Candlekeep, which is going to be difficult to handle land, as in, it's not going to be worth anything, it's going to be kind of garbage, it's not going to immediately make us stronger. What I think we might do is we might do a tributary war on the Shadow Druids. Now, why is that the war that we want to do? Also, we can't do it right now because we don't have 100 prestige. Interesting. Okay. I thought we did have more prestige. Anyway. Once we get more prestige, we can maybe try that. But yes, I want to do the tributary war on them. Because if we can get them under our control, we can then attack Baragost and Candlekeep with the Shadow Druids army on top of ours. So it effectively doubles our strength, in a way. So I think that could be interesting as a way to go about things, rather than just waiting until we get the de jure ducal claim, pushing to get that land, spending every penny we have on it, and then leaving ourselves open to attack. I think that seems like a better move. If we can, you know, grab the Shadow Druids. They'll also be paying us some of their income, so it'll all work out overall. That's my plan, but we'll see how it works in practice. We don't have the piety, we don't have the prestige to do it right now. Oh, interesting. Grand Duke Entar of Baldur's Gate has declared the Baldurian War to make High Reader Gorion of Candlekeep pay tribute on High Reader Gorion of Candlekeep. Okay. Now that's interesting. We might want a part of that. I might declare war on Candlekeep. I think I'm going to declare the border dispute on Candlekeep. It's going to make people real unhappy at us. It's going to cost us all our money and our piety. But I'm going to do it. Why am I going to declare the war on Candlekeep? Well, what this does is it means that although we, personally, might not be able to beat Candlekeep, we know that Baldur's Gate are going down there. We know that. That's just is a given. Baldur's Keep are going to come right down here, or Baldur's Gate are going to come right down here, and they're going to attack Candlekeep. So, if we're prepared, the moment we see them enter the Cloakwood, or the moment we see them are about to enter our territory, we immediately run into Candlekeep. In doing that, they will then attack into Candlekeep. That then means that their armies will join our fight, which means it'll be our war, and then our siege, and then we will get all the war score. So this is my plan, but I need to wait for them to reach Cloakwood, or at least be almost at Cloakwood before we move. This is why I'm going real slowly in game. So you're going to arrive in 3 days, or you're going to be locked in 3 days. Okay. So we'll let them move. So they are locked. You're going to arrive. You're going to arrive 2, 3. I think I move now. So we will be in Candlekeep after they're in Cloakwood, so they should move down. They should move down. Let's see. So we're going to arrive in a few days. Or are they waiting for another army? They might be waiting for another army. If they don't move, we stop. No, they're here. Okay, so they're moving. They are going to move into this province. Yes, so they're going to arrive on the 15th. We're arriving on the 12th. So 3 days before they're there, we're going to be there. So we move in. So on the 12th, which is tomorrow, we're here, right? So this is now our battle. So although we're obviously going to lose this battle, we have less troops. They have a better commander. They have Hawk and Adrian here. This guy right here, they're going to arrive in 3 days. They will join our battle, and then it becomes a very different, point of view. So we hold out just long enough for them to arrive. So they arrive, They take over the entire fight. So this is effectively them leading the fight. They crush it. So all of that's good so far. And then, see, although it says they're in charge of the siege, as in they're the commanders are being used for it, we can declare assaults, therefore it's our siege. Also, we got the war score. If we go and check at their war, so if we look at this, we've got 49 for the battle. They should have 0, I think. Yeah, they have 0 war score, because they got 0 for the battle. So it's kind of a little bit odd. But, essentially, it's a, we got here first, what you gonna do about it? And then if we assault, we use their troops to attack this province. Which is just completely unfair, but at the same time, that's 100% war score, and we're enforcing demands. So who cares about fair? Gorion here is, where is he? I'm just like, oh, wait, weirdly, he's not actually anywhere. I'm just seeing, like, oh yeah, he's jumped underneath someone there. He's gone all the way over to Delimbear Vale. All the way up there. Okay, so we now have this land, so we can disband. And this land right now is garbage, right? For the first year, you get this, you get no tax, and you get no levy. Second year onwards, for 25 years after this one ends? Yeah, pretty much. I think that's right. So for 25 years after the recently conquered ends, you get new administration, which lowers your tax modifier, which is also fairly bad, but you get the troops, which is interesting. We also have Candlekeep itself, which gives us cultural tech points and prestige, but we could upgrade it with many things. So there's an option there. There's definitely an option for somewhere that we can take this. It's not necessarily great, but it's something. I wonder, does this give us anything? Oh, yeah, it's got some details. Intriguing. Anyway, that's fine. But yeah, we actually have some land. Oh, we also have a new vassal. We have Below High Hedge, apparently. Interesting. How does he feel about us? He hates us because he wants to be on the council, and he's also a zealot. Okay, he's also stupid. Have we got a position for a stupid person on our council? I guess Chancellor. That's kind of the default stupid person position. You know what? I'm going to send you to go sow dissent amongst the monsters of Durlag's Tower. We'll see how that goes for you. Right. Now, we will lose Candlekeep upon succession. Why? Well, essentially because we have Gavelkind, so it will go to our son. However, we can fix this too. If I switch our succession law to seniority, this means we don't lose it. Our son's going to be like, I'm unlanded, which is okay, but it means our daughter's still inheriting, and that's all fine. It will cause issues after this point, because once we get multiple branches of the family, we'll have a whole bunch of jumping around. But right now, this is great. My ideal will be to switch to primogenitor here out of the options we have available. But to get to primogenitor, we need to have the late feudal administration law. And right now, we just don't have the tech. We need to have legalism level 3, which means that we need to get effectively in level and a bit of legalism. So it's going to take a little bit of time. However, we're getting extra cultural tech points thanks to Candlekeep, so you never know. We might get that sooner than we think. Okay, so now I think we wait a year and then we attack Baragost, because we'll have the army. Well, we might need to wait more than a year, but essentially, this is my current plan. It's on pause. Alright, yes. Am are attacking someone. They're attacking these guys for their land. You might be wondering why we haven't given away this land to our son. Well, it's because we are not yet a duke. And if we were a duke, we would probably just give Candlekeep to him and say off you go. Because we're not a duke, we can't, we would just be giving up land, we'd be making him independent, which isn't really the ideal. What's our duchy like, by the way? This is a separate duchy. Let me just check. That is the Duchy of the Sea of Swords. Oh, so that goes all the way up there. Okay, cool. So we don't need to worry about that one right now. It's held by monsters anyway, so I don't really want to go there, but hey. It was just an interesting thought. Okay, I still am tempted to go and get the Shadow Druids at some point. However, we don't have the troops to do that, and we don't have the money to do that because we declared the war. But in a year, maybe we'll go grab the Shadow Druids. Maybe that'll be our plan. Alright, our granddaughter has been born. She's Bright. Okay, cool. Is Bright not... Bright's from another mod, isn't it? Because I don't think Bright's the default game one. But I could be wrong. I'm sure I've seen other mods use it. There are a couple mods that have the same bases. As in, they have, like, similar traits between them. Which makes sense. If you've done one mod, you don't want to redo the trait system each time with different traits. You just want to expand it the way you wanted to expand it the first time. What do you want to do? This my daughter-in-law is trying to kill my daughter. I mean, that's really just not on. She has fled to the court of Master Vinto. Okay. Well, it's still not on. Let me mark that there. Can we plot to kill her? We could, but we're going to have no success. Hey, you want to come to my court? No. Okay, well. If she ever comes back, we'll get her. We will hold grudges as well. Oh, so they've taken that land. So Am is expanding to the south, which is good because they're not expanding to the north, which is where we are. People are trying to kill my daughter. Yeah, I know. I already sent them off on their way. Hey, you're joining in? Can I imprison you for that? No. I want you to stop backing the plot. Yeah. Billow has stopped backing the plot. I thought Billow was cool with us. Yeah, he's alright with us, I guess. Yes, he just doesn't like us because he's zealous. That's alright. Okay, so our negative should have just worn off of this. Yeah, so now we have another 300 troops potentially. So our max is going to be over 1,000. However, we need to actually let it reinforce. I might switch my marshal over there. Yeah, to increase the levy reinforcement rate. So that should help out a little bit because it has a -70 right now. And we need these troops as soon as we can get them. So that'd be good. We are a little weaker while we do that, but that's okay. Right. Let's keep going. Time moves so quickly in this mod. It is fantastic. There's a peasants' revolt in Am. But yeah, like I think it's because there's not a lot of... Although the map looks massive, I think it's slightly smaller than vanilla. And it has less courtiers in it. So the whole game just runs really quickly. Which is very nice if you're doing things like waiting for your troops to reinforce. Or something like that. So yeah, now we already have a larger army than we had before, and it's only been like a couple of months. Actually, it's been a year. Wow, the game does move quickly. Pirates have been marauding in increasing numbers all along the coastway recently. Worse, there is a rumour among the common folk that the pirates are being aided by Tezrian agents. I will send a letter to the Tezrian count and find out if it is so. So where are these guys? I find it unlikely that they are supporting pirates along our coast, if I'm honest with you. That would seem like a very bold move on their part. They don't even share a coastline with us, so they would effectively just be doing it for just for a laugh, basically. Alright, let's see. Count Bentley. I must say I do not approve of the tone in your last letter. Accusing others to try and obscure your own failings and keeping your realm safe only leaves you looking like a drivelling boor. I wish you a speedy recovery from your paranoia, Count Orlan of Tezir. Can we say scheming or answer smoothly? We'll answer smoothly. I'll try and repair this. Baldur's Gate has declared the Baldurian War to make Axlord Grund of Arlon pay tribute. Okay, so he's swinging the weight around, which makes sense as the biggest player in the region. Also good that he didn't go south. Dear Count Bentley, I accept your apology and look forward to many years of continued good relations. With my kindest regards, Count Orlan of Tezir. I don't know if that's how you meant to say that. I just don't know how the double I is meant to go. I apologize. There's probably a correct pronunciation guide somewhere. Peldvale, not being attacked, people are just moving through your territory. That's fine. 800 troops, we're getting there. We're definitely speeding up. Oh, they've already taken the land. And called in some favors. Okay. How much do we need to create our duchy, by the way? To create our duchy, we need about 200 gold. Okay, so we're A little bit off right now, but we'll get there. My liege, I write to you with bad news from the coastway. My efforts to squeeze some extra taxes out of the population have met with resistance and the peasants are arming themselves. I fear we may have a revolt on our hands here soon. Your humble steward, Baron Kellerman of the Temple of Wisdom. Okay, so we got some revolt risk. How bad is it? Our revolt risk is 9%. That's fairly bad, actually. But I don't know if there's actually going to be a revolt. We'll see. We'll see. There might be. That's definitely at the percentage where I'm like, there could be. Am died, so there's now a new person in charge of Am, which is this guy. I don't care about his son. I really just care about the leader of Am. Yeah, so we now have Gnome of Am. Okay, he is a renowned shadow. Ton of siege there. I'd expect some conquering. He's also long-lived and a trained wizard. I wonder if long-lived is like a manually added thing to characters, or whether it's a thing that you can just gain. Or maybe it's like you've lived this long, so therefore you have long-lived. Like, maybe it's that you are 129, therefore you're long-lived. Who knows? I guess we don't have long-lived on us. That tells us something about gnomes, but anyway. A small spear throwing competition could be entertaining. It's also a great way to enliven your battle technique. Maybe you should arrange a contest at your court. Everyone will like it, but it tends to end up with injuries. Oh well. Everyone attending the spear throwing competition seems to be having a great time. They are partaking in the contest, conversing and laughing together. Perhaps the merriment is too much, as a spear is carelessly hurled into the field, as someone is still out there measuring distance of the previous throw. My courtier is mangled and severely injured. Oh no. After dozens of spears being thrown through the air, a sole victor emerges, and no one managed to throw farther than Godiffer. That's our half-orc. Well, you know, the half-orc would probably beat the gnomes in the spear-throwing competition. Your ability to take down a man in a brawl is widely renowned. Many speak of your prowess and how it would be unwise to pick a fight with you. Yes, it would. It would. Although we are a gnome, so probably we don't want to fight somebody directly. You're trying to make High Priestess Amelesian the Black-Hearted a tributary state. Okay, so you're speeding down the south. Wait, is that all of that? Wow, Am are really after tributaries. There's a legendary wizard and a legendary malefactor. So a high cleric wizard. There's a biography. I'm reading something about Baal and the god of murder, and I immediately move off because I'm like, that's probably related to the later Baldur's Gate stuff. That's at least my theory, so I'm not going to read it. There are spoilers in this for Baldur's Gate. I already know that because I've seen some. There are also spoilers for Baldur's Gate 2 because I have also seen some. So I'd assume that if you're worried about Icewind Dale or Neverwinter Nights or any of that sort of stuff, I'd assume there are also going to be some spoilers for that. It's to be expected if you're using the source material, isn't it? We have a grandson. Our grandson is Dim. Oh. Well, that's not great. A new bird has arrived in the Muse, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. Oh, I don't know, let's do some poetry. Yeah. It's a peaceful time. The poetry book is really inspiring. I can feel creativity bursting through my body. Give me a quill. There's a Baldurian war to make Baragost pay tribute. Ooh. Oh. Can we do the same thing twice? Of course we can do the same thing twice. Now, do we want to ducal conquest is the important question. Ducal conquest costs a lot less gold. Yes. So I want to ducal conquest, raise our troops, merge in Candlekeep, and then head south. Let's merge here, make sure I have a leader in each. Although I really don't want to fight in Candlekeep, I really want to fight in Baragost. They're gonna fight, I guess if we can reach the province first, that's fine, even if they fight off the, yeah, this is fine. Oh, we're gonna catch them here? Even better. So we've caught them. Baldur's Gate are heading down. We might lose the battle, although I think we're gonna win. Yeah, we're winning, and then Baldur's Gate join. And now it's our siege once again. So we once again utilize Baldur's Gate to siege this down. So that we've used their troops to improve our war. We're going to assault down again. They lose a bunch of troops, but it doesn't bother us. We then offer peace and enforce demands. We have now nicked this one from them, which is fantastic. We can now create the Duchy of the Sword Coast if we had enough money. Let's disband. And look at that. We now have 3 provinces. And we have everything we wanted. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit. My modest attempts to write poetry were never meant to be published in any way. But wherever I go, bards and minstrels are reciting or singing my poems. Fame and fortune awaits. I am a great poet. Okay. You're bent low over your scrolls, struggling to stay focused, to keep your eyes open when your wife, Countess Galena, enters. She crosses the room and inspects the scrolls over your shoulder. Perhaps a fresh pair of eyes might prove helpful, dear husband? Sure, why not? We'll accept her help. See how that goes. Your wife has received an education in theology like yourself, so she quickly grasps the nuances of the problem as you explain it. The two of you set to work, discussing and comparing passages from the holy teachings. Galena is a most competent theologian. Within the hour, you have laid the groundwork for a promising solution. Is that really, I didn't know there was an event for both of that. Interesting. I think that I can either fall in love with her, or I can say, do you have any additional suggestions? I would like the cultural tech points, so I'm going to say, do you have any additional suggestions, Galena? Yeah, we'll work together. So we can now get an advancement. I'm going to get an advancement in legalism. So now, how much do we need? We need 300 cultural points, and we can get legalism level 3, which will then allow us to switch our succession law. Although not on this character, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, I can't do it on this one, but on the next character we could change the succession law if we wanted to. Baldurian War to make these guys pay tribute. Okay, interesting. Wait a little bit, we're about to hit the amount we needed. There we go. And then it's a simple matter of waiting a little bit more because the price went up. It's a simple matter of waiting a little bit more because the price went up. Oh, my son has not been feeling very well. Oh, he's got the flu. Oh. Anyway. Then, creating the Duchy of the Sword Coast. And there you go, we are Darindar Bentley of the Sword Coast. And it's a petty kingdom, not a duchy, apparently. Oh, alright then. Well, we will leave what that means for next time. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye.